Hi guys, hope you all are doing well and had a good day in the market. We start with the disclaimer as always, right? Anything and everything that will be shared in here is purely for educational purposes only. And we're a SEBI registered research analyst. Pause it, read every single word till the end, right? Excellent. So what did we share during the weekend? And if you're watching this for the first time, it is absolutely mandatory for you to watch the weekend analysis because it's a journey and a story that we are riding through, right? So please go and watch it. But what did we analyze? This was the analysis that we did. I'm trying to open the thumbnail, but basically we said, this is an area where we can consolidate and possibly form a wedge. We did quite a lot of things, including what we noticed today, which is if I open the Nifty spot, it beautifully got support from the let me clean all of this, right? It beautifully got support from that breakout area, which is what we were looking at, which is this, right? So tell me how many of you caught this level, because ever since we've had this breakout we said it has broken out and a possible retest is on the card, right? And you see here where the markets opened and in lower time frame it gave that wick and boom, came back. And so do comment how many of you were able to catch this, right? So for now 25,670 was support for today, but will this continue for tomorrow, right? So now let's take a step back and relook at the entire possibility, right? So on day time frame, while we've had a green candle, this is still not bullish, right? Because we are still doing higher highs or lower highs and lower lows. The only good thing about today, which indicates possibly a short-term pause, is yesterday's low was respected, right? And also yesterday's close, because we were able to close above yesterday's low and yesterday's close. So this is a good sign. But let's add volumes to it to understand how much of a strength it had, and also maybe RSI, right? So we had this divergence, the prices come down, and now the RSI is curling back up, right? So I would consider this based on price as a pause, right? A short-term support that we anticipated, right? Based on this, and I think this is also the month high that we discussed in detail, right? So this is why weekend analysis is a lot more important because it sets the stage for the rest of the days, and higher you know time frame resistances are very important, right? Because that defines the longer trend line. So precisely, the breakout which we saw in here, which was in the month of June, what we discussed is where it got the support today, because we had a strong monthly close, right? So price on daily is still not bullish, but I would not be bearish either, because we are at a very critical support area, right? And this is where complex corrections, get tricky, right? And something that you will have to sail through for a better opportunity that comes over a period of time, right? So price is bearish on all time frames. If I look at on the hourly, right, look at that. This was the first candle, but if you look at these candles, while they were able to, be in a range, they were not able to close above the first candle that we saw. And then we had at 3:15 where a candle closed, and then they tried taking it up in a doji. So this is, basically not a clear trend, right? And if you were able to manage this market on options buying, do let me know, because I think today's was a scalpers market, and option selling is still not very lucrative. One more day to go on expiry, but we'll see how the option data is, right, when we get through this, right? And we got that at 2:15, which is already very late, and then some rejection. So basically, the market consolidated with buy on dips giving very small opportunities on price. Let's open options data now to see how things evolved and if there's any clear story there. So OI change 4th November, tomorrow is expiry. Look at that put writing, right? 25,700, 25,750, 25,700, which is where the market, 774 is where the market's closed, right? And look at that put writing, 2.6 crores to 1.6 crores of calls, right? More puts clearly, but moving on to the open interest, overall open interest, the 25,700 is a clearly a support, and 750, and then the resistance is at 25,800, 25,900, and 26,000. One more day to go. I mean, if I were to conclude based on the options data, the possibility of the market closing at 25,750 is high. Price is bearish. Options data is talking about consolidation, and the price did consolidate. So that's the story on the options data. And if we take a step back and look at the Elliott wave that we discussed, right? We're looking at it at two possibilities: one, two, three, four, and 5 unfolding up, right? And or ABC, right? And we also spoke about our inclination towards wave four for various reasons, right? Which I think still holds good because we did anticipate a bit of downward move, right? Now, if this were to be wave four, right, looking at the retracement, it is kind of hovered at around 25,700, which it seems to have gotten the support, and if that's the possibility evolving, we need a clear reversal here, both in terms of price and pattern, right? Price was lethargic, so during the live community discussions, we had various possibilities, but one of the possibilities that kind of evolved at the later part of the day was, can this be a leading diagonal, right? In this case, here 1 2 3 4 and 5, right? And this is something that we've already touched on almost every single day, right? You can label this as WXY or ABC. No matter how you slice and dice, this is entire thing is correction, right? But from here on, assuming that there's a possible support at 25,703, this is one of the possibilities that should evolve if I were to turn bullish as a leading diagonal, right? When will I invalidate this? If it breaks today's low. So 25,646 is going to be very, very important for any support. The worst that it can get is 25,578, right? This I don't think um, would come, or I'm keeping the possibility low, but we'll see how it evolves, right? It appears to me we've got support at 38%, and then if it forms a diagonal, we are going to only resume the trend. There are multiple possibilities. I don't want to confuse. I think I'm sharing what am I inclined towards. For now, if this diagonal evolves and then we consolidate tomorrow given the expiry, because I think it's always important to look at multiple dimensions and try to correlate, right? I see many of them trading only with Elliott wave, claiming आएगा तो 40,000 50,000 whatnot, and some of them dealing with price, and some trading with data, right? Purely data, options data. But here is what we combined, right? Price is bearish, options data is more neutral, and then Elliott wave is giving bullish possibility. So if it does this tomorrow, I think this will sync price, options data, and Elliott wave all together, and gives us that complete picture. So that's the possibility that I'm inclined towards, right? If a close comes at around 25,750, I wouldn't be surprised. But hey, that's the plan. Will I be trading this? I doubt, because the premiums are already very low. If this possibility evolves, I may wait for it to complete. So do comment what you think, or the possibilities that you have it open, and what are your plans for tomorrow. Guys, cheers. Have a great rest of the evening. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye now.